So I set my Instapot to 96 degrees to see what the temperature would be after 10 hours. It's right around 100.8. Now if I take my probe and I actually touch the bottom of the Instapot, you can see how the temperature is rising. When I first opened this, it went all the way up to 105. So if you're going to be making the L Reuerti yogurt or the Gasseri yogurt, make sure that you do a test in your Instapot to see what the temperatures are. So I basically just filled it with water and I set the timer for a certain amount of time, right? So you have your yogurt maker right here, and you see where it says the word custom. So when you have custom, now you're going to press this button right here, okay? You see how I have it 96 degrees. So at first I put it up at 100 degrees, and my Instapot in a 2-hour period of time went up to 107 degrees, which would kill L Reuerti yogurt. So it's really important that when you buy your Instapot, or you even buy the ultimate yogurt maker, okay, that you do a water test. And so my first test was 2.5 hours. My second test was an overnight, which was basically 10 hours that I put these particular pots on. The ultimate yogurt maker, the particular one that I bought, did stay steady at 100 degrees. So when I'm watching all the batches that are separating online, there are a lot of factors that can go into that. Just because your pot says 100 doesn't mean that the internal temperature is going to be 100. So you have to do all the testing. The other testing that I did was in my oven. So I turned the oven light on, and it was a little bit below 80 degrees when I first turned it on. In 2 hours it went up to 86 degrees, and then overnight it went up to 118 degrees. So even if you're using your oven light as your source of heat, you still have to check your temperatures to make sure that the temperatures are not going to rise over time to be something that's going to be deadly and kill your probiotics. So if you're having separation issues in your yogurt making process, this is probably why. So I just wanted to give this tip to everyone so that when you're wanting to make your yogurts, that you know what the temperature of your pot is. So I'm going to set my temperature to 95 this time, and I'm going to cook it for about 2 hours, and I'm going to see what the temperature of my Instapot is. Okay, so I hope this is a helpful hint or helpful tool as well, so when you go to make your yogurt that you're successful. When I did my oven test, I placed one of these thermometers in my oven. I turned my oven light on, okay, sorry, it was already on. And then I closed the door and allowed it to bake, and I did a test at 2 hours, and I also did a test at 10 hours. And you could clearly see that the oven lights made the temperature go up really high. And I'm going to show you the photos of just how high the temperature got in here. So if you're planning on making any type of yogurts in your oven and you're using the oven light, make sure to test, because not all oven lights create the same heat. Okay, I hope this is helpful.